Welcome to the stream. I hope you like the vibe. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. We're gonna play some games. We're gonna clap some cheeks. Now be a good chatter and don't be a piece. Binks, 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 binks. I hope you like the vibe. Binks, 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 binks.
Hello. Okay, there we go.
Watching on
Dude, so much of my
like
stuff
and
got
subscribe.
all freaked out. My power went out 3 times yesterday. So I think my computer reset 3 times.
Welcome to the stream. I hope you like the vibe. If you're watching on YouTube,
Sorry about that.
like
Thank you
and
for
subscribe.
yelling at me that I'm
We're
muted. I
gonna play
appreciate
some
that.
games. We're gonna clap some cheeks.
I remember back to the
Now be a good
days
chatter and don't be a piece. Binks,
where I didn't go
binks,
live and immediately have 3
binks,
people
binks,
to several
binks,
dozen people in here
and don't
within a couple of
be a
minutes
piece.
who can yell at me when I do something stupid. Appreciate ya. But yeah, I mentioned the Discord. Shit went crazy, man.
I hope you
Shit
like
went
the
crazy
vibe.
yesterday. I have 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Binks, binks,
I had to bring everything inside.
watching
It was
YouTube,
terrifying.
and subscribe.
I'm lucky I don't live near trees.
Binks,
So I think a bunch of like trees went crazy.
binks,
Like a bunch of tree branches were everywhere.
binks, 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 binks. I hope you like the vibe. Binks, binks, like and subscribe.
What up, everyone?
Binks,
What's up, T Squared Plus on Whiff, Hawkeye, Logic Fan,
like
Golden
and
Hercules.
subscribe.
Hawkeye was actually just an elaborate bit. I finally had the elaborate bit. Look at the storms that we had out my way a couple days ago. Is that true? I don't think it's the same ones. This one came from like the northwest, I think. But I think the weather's just all fucked up from, you know, decades of pumping greenhouse gases into the atmosphere or whatever. But it's all probably fine in a hoax or something like that. Welcome in, y'all. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. It's Friday. Friday is a good day. Guy who said yesterday when he arrived only 40 minutes late that he was going to really put in work to try and be on time more, shows up 5 hours late the next day. A classic. A classic. But we're here. We're excited. We have good vibes. Yeah, I heard about the dinosaurs thing on Netflix. Is it good? Well, what's our vibe of it so far? And we have a new Game Chops album. How exciting. Pokemon tape. Let's see if it's good. I love Mario music, man. Is it all N64 stuff? It's not. There's only 2 N64 songs. They also have Steam Gardens, which is one of my favorites. And Piranha Plants on Parade, which I think is from Wonder? You're excited for it, but you watch 5 minutes and turn it off. You just gotta dig into that childlike wonder. I just need to figure out when the ankylosauruses are, because I love ankylosaur. Love ankylosaurs. Big Ankylosaurus fan. It's my favorite dinosaur. What's your favorite dinosaur, chat? That's a good way to get things started here today. Tell me your favorite dinosaur and why. We're all gonna dig back into our childlike wonder just a wee bit. You're a man of culture? Let's go. Start watching the War Machine movie? The War Machine movie? Like the Marvel character? Is that a thing? Allosaurus? Is that what the Loch Ness Monster is, or am I missing? Or like what the Loch Ness Monster was like kind of rumored to be. That same kind of vibe. Like, speaking of Mario 64, like the one that swims around. Alan Richson. I like Alan Richson. That's a Leopleurodon? Stupid dumbass. I watch it on Netflix when it'll play anywhere. What? Anything will play anywhere with the right tools, you know? Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. I had a really fun day yesterday. We had our stream, which was nice. We didn't really get to toy around with the OTA. There's not too much I really want to mess around with. Okay. No. I'm picking up what you're putting down there. That's a good one. That's a good one. There was a couple of messages between the fact that it was called War Machine and that, so I didn't put it together, but that's a +2. No, I'll give you a +2 on that one. T-Rex, simply because my name starts with a T. Been that way since you were a kid. Honestly, some people might look at that and say that's a bad reason for that to be your favorite dinosaur. I think that's maybe the most that's like maybe the purest reason for that to be your favorite dinosaur. So I appreciate that a lot. Leopleurodon. Oh my gosh, it is from Charlie the Unicorn. Charlie. We're on a bridge, Charlie. Oh man. I too am a millennial. So we didn't really get a toy around with the OTA. I would like to play some more Cersei Merlin casino stuff. I really like those decks. Spinosaurus or Spinosaurus? I thought Stegosaurus was a Spinosaurus. Isn't that the one that has like the spines already? Is there a second one? Maybe potentially has more spines. Potentially a surplus of spines you might see. Oh my gosh. It's a Dexter raid. Welcome in, Dexter Raiders. We're having a very important conversation. Very important conversation. Play Slay the Spire on stream, Dexter? I'm going to. I'll do it later. I've played Slay the Spire on stream a lot. Dexter, I'll message you if you want to set up some time to do co-op. I think two-person co-op is like, it might be the best two-person co-op game that's ever existed. I still haven't tried with more than 2 people. But anytime I've seen more than 2 people, seems a little too chaotic for my taste. I'm open to doing it with more than 2 people as well. Because there's just a lot of people talking about all their different things going on. But like with 2 people, it's... Oh, man. That shit hits. I've played, what, 4 runs with Loopy? Played 4 runs with Loopy. Maybe 5 runs with Loopy. But we've only lost 1. Yeah. You need really good You need people who know how to... deafen or like mute. I guess if you're gonna stream it, you have to have people who know how to mute. I bet if I was off stream, I could appreciate 3 or 4 players more. But I think like doing it on stream with 3 or more would be tough. You cleared A0 through A6 with your wife and Cozy. Hell yeah, man. But chat, the very important conversation we're having is what is your favorite dinosaur and why? That's how we started the stream, and it's been going great. We've been learning a lot about chat. So if you're just coming over here from Dexter's stream, first of all, hello, I'm Binks, if you don't know me. I like to play Marvel Snap. But I also like to play Slay the Spire, as Dexter was just doing. Stegron because he goes in Scream. I don't think dinosaurs could scream back then, man. Dexter is your favorite dinosaur. Are you calling Dexter old? Very rude. Anyone who calls Dexter old, I want you to post a picture. I want you to tag this and post a picture of yourself when you're Dexter's age. And then be absolutely mogged by how much more handsome Dexter is. Your 4-man group is on A6 because of how long the runs take. Yeah, I can't even imagine, man. I can't even imagine having to think about what 4 different decks are doing all at the same time while facing down a 2,000 health enemy. I feel like I would just be throwing stuff at the wall. Or I'd go nonverbal. One of the 2. Oh, I forgot that I sent wait, I'm gonna show this. I sent this picture to Dexter. This is the last I was just messaging Dexter on Discord. This is the last thing I sent to Dexter with no context. This is at my local game store. Isn't that crazy how much that looks like Dexter? I got jump scared. You brought out the dinosaurs? You don't even have a favorite? Well, pick one now. I always do good in these locals because Dexter's watching over my shoulder. I know that Dexter's got my back whenever I'm here. forgot I had sent him that. That's the last message that I sent. Just no context. I didn't say anything else. I just sent that picture. Oh, no, I did say it you. That's fair. That is fair. I did give some context. Chicken's your favorite dinosaur? It's my favorite dinosaur to eat for sure. Speaking of other things that broke, my USB splitter that connects maybe 6 things on my desk just wasn't working. I probably got freaked out from it getting turned on and off 6 times last night as the winds tore apart a bunch of power lines around the area. So I actually have to click to change my screen instead of using OBS. It's a nightmare, man. What do we want to do today? So my thought process today was I didn't get to play Team Clash yesterday because I wanted to play Sandstorm really bad. And then I did okay playing Sandstorm. But I feel like all the decks I want to play right now get countered by New Gambit, and a lot of people are playing New Gambit. And then I had to play freaking Kyera, and then Kyera is a shit card, so it made the deck shit. I swapped to Kyera in my deck, and I didn't have Kyera stop a single 1-drop from dying in 12 games. After having that be my lose condition like 11 times. That's just like a classic right there. The Baryonyx? I mean, it is just like adding Aryo in the middle of my name. So that's a good point. So I think I'm going to go through every Team Clash deck. I'm going to take a try at building my own deck, and then I'm going to grab the most played deck. I'm going to play a few games of each, and then I'm going to give a take on them. Kyera could definitely be a 3-5. Hundo P. 3-7's kind of hilarious, but it could definitely be a 3-5 at this point. Not a fan of how easy it is to get Gambit off. Don't talk about Gambit like that. Okay? Gambit has his own list of needs and wants, alright? And you don't have to judge him for it. You tried doing the Sandstorm with an unrevealed skill, but you never drew the damn card. I did see that message. Yeah, I think you asked me that. But it didn't give me the answer to the question that I'd asked. Don't yuck is yum. Very true. That's so Reptar. It's the Rugrats I can see. That's so Reptar, so mysterious to me. That's so Reptar. Tommy, Angelica, and Chucky. It's so Rugrats to me. I was trying really hard to remember 3 names of different Rugrats to finish that. I gave it my best shot. Okay, what the heck do the Brotherhood of Mutants do? They have a power-up. End of turn, give a Brotherhood card in your hand, +1 power for each location you're winning. Give a Brotherhood card in your hand, +1 power for each location you are winning. Which means... you want to be winning a lot of locations. All the time. New Celine. On reveal, a Brotherhood card in your hand steals 2 power from a random card in your opponent's hand. It's kind of cracked. Scarlet Witch. On reveal, replace this location with another one. If you're winning here, add a Brotherhood card to your hand. Copy the text of one of your Brotherhood cards here. This has to be broken with something. Copy a card from your opponent's hand into your hand. While you're winning here, it costs 2 less. Destroy an enemy card here with less power than your total Brotherhood power here. Move an enemy 3 costs and an enemy 4 cost card away from here, but he's a Magnet. Why would he push? I guess magnets do push and pull. They do both. It's a good point. Okay. So what other cards are Brotherhood cards that are good cards? You don't get any extra energy or anything in Team Clash, do you? Steak is broken with new Gambit. Loki annoyed with the White Queen because that's basically a variation of the idea you had for her. So you're mad that the company that's the game that you like and play chose to do a similar effect that you chose. And that makes you mad? Shouldn't that make you happy? I feel like that would make me happy. Shaw seems good, yeah. Because Shaw is, you have this, and Shaw is crazy, right? Because the whole thing is that they get a bunch of random points. It's like the whole thing. Shadow King probably dog shit. Juggernaut's just like a broken card, kind of, so he's probably good. Yeah, Maverick's probably just good. The only way to use Gambit is to add ways to add cards to your hand, though. So I don't know if, like, new Gambit would be that good. Or at least I think it would be less synergistic. And Sabanur, this card is kind of broken. What else would make sense? Like Deadpool kind of makes sense, but you'd have to like add a bunch of Deadpool stuff, and I don't think that's the way. Probably Mr. Sinister, right? It's free buffs. It's gonna sound crazy. I almost want to add Quicksilver, man. To just win a location on turn 1 guaranteed. I already have plenty of good 2-drops. And the only other 1-drop I could really run that would be a Brotherhood card would be Quicksilver. There's also an argument that you should put non-Brotherhood cards in to try and force your buffs onto the good Brotherhood cards, but I don't know. I'm kind of a simple-minded kind of dude. I feel like you should just add more cards that are Brotherhood cards. This looks like the pre-built deck. That means I'm in the right headspace, maybe, or the wrong one. So one of those is good and one of those is bad. Ah! Yeah, this is the worst card ever, man. This is the worst card in the game by so much. I think about it quite a bit. Frick it, dude. Give me Copycat all the day. Copycat can probably steal a bunch of bullshit strong abilities, right? Because of this mode. Fuck. Yeah, we definitely wanted more small cards. Let's see if Untapped is working. Surely it's probably will start working today. I had to go the whole day yesterday without Untapped working. It really grinded my gears. I'd start winning some dang locations, man.
Taking aim. Taking aim.
Captain. It's the captain, eh? Look at that. +2. Look out.
Taking aim.
I think it looks like this. Click, click. Super Mr. Sinister, Juggernaut right. Simple as. Don't even have to think twice. They moved the dangled. They moved the dangled vision. We win easily. Shit, they got to 12.
Avengers!
Assemble.
Taking aim.
Ah, easy game, easy life. Told you. Not even close.
Victory.
So clearly I'm like the best deck builder in the world, I think is what we've kind of figured out so far. So that's pretty exciting. Game board on PC is so good. Is it different not on PC? I'm not going to lie. Oh my God, it started working. Joy. I'm not going to lie. I'm so used to not paying attention to the backgrounds. I didn't even notice that there was a different background. It does look very cool. Stinger. Oh yeah. I probably should have stingered a long time ago. It's a great point. It's okay. It was fine the first time because you couldn't see the deck list anyway. Copium. Bagoo! Cheater. Sandstorm? What the heck? I don't think they can win left here, right? Probably not. And Sabanurmagerd. Let's kill some of your stuff. Yummy, 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 yummy. Probably should have played this last turn, huh? Oops. I would probably lose. So as long as this flips, we should be fine. I guess we'll flip both. Oh, we won't be fine. I forgot that it gets bigger. What a cheater, man. Or use 2 Juggernauts. And the M'Baku came back right in the freaking skull, man. All right, I don't mind my version of the deck. Probably need a little bit more front end. But let's see what the most popular version is. I'm gonna guess this is the pre-built. Quicksilver Forge, Sinister Mutant Shaw Juggernaut. Oh shit, I was pretty close. So I swapped these 2 out for Copycat and something else. Okay, so let's see what the next most popular one is. So the next most popular one is Quicksilver, Mr. Sinister, Valentina, Gambit, Shaw, Juggernaut. Car. Oh, Maverick seems kind of crazy, but... let's try it. So it's just running Valentina is the only way to activate new Gambit. It seems a little... oh, I guess White Queen also can do it, I guess. What does Witch do? Oh, okay. Oh, I guess, yeah, there are ways. All right. Yeah, let's try the most popular custom deck of this version. Is Untapped working again? Sure is. After High Voltage is your favorite limited time event? No love for Sanctum? I'm a big Sanctum head. Cheater. Double cheater! What do I do? Man, that cooked me, bro. Hate sand gets everywhere, man. I really need to draw Valentina. is the thing. Can I even really use the extra energy that well? I don't even think so. Wow, I'm not able to get either Gambit online.
We are the future.
For the future, by the way. Right on time. I don't think we can win. This is our best chance. Having the Scarlet Witch come out immediately. You can do without Sanctum? Different strokes for different folks, I suppose. Running Agent 13 for Gambit. Isn't she a Thunderbolt, though? Still one right lane. Oh my gosh, going into missions and then clicking back doesn't bring you to the main screen anymore. It's beautiful. Yeah, I feel like if we didn't have the Scarlet Witch get pulled and we could have gotten our Gambits online, we could have pretty easily won there. It's a bit unfortunate. Play a card here, merge with it if it's a Spider-Verse card, move it away from here. Oh, that seems kind of like broken. No? What the hell, man? I literally just got a buff from that. New game, it seems unbalanced. Let's check the stats again. 'Cause I feel like the stats showed yesterday that it was not that good. Let me check again. Yeah, the stats are still really bad at high infinite. I think it's a card that is really annoying to play against, but is actually not that good. Last 7 days, it has 0.01 average cubes, 49% win rate in top 50% infinite. I feel like it's a card that feels bad, but isn't actually that good. Is kind of my take on it at the current moment. Now, does that mean it's not a card that should get changed because toxic play patterns are bad either way? I mean, I think that that's a reasonable thing to say. Copy yourself, Agatha. I'm giving you full permission, Agatha, to copy yourself on cloning bats. Because then I'd get to play 4 Agathas. And I tell you what, that's very exciting for a fellow such as myself. My absolute queen. My absolute queen. She understood the assignment. Thank you. Thank you, my queen. And I tell you what, I'm going to play you left. I tell you what, I'm going to play you left. I'm going to play you left. I'm going to get another one, and I'm going to let you play out the final turn. Because what kind of fucking person would I be if I didn't have the chance to play 4 Agathas? Like Arishem, they didn't nerf him because he was winning too much. Au contraire. They did nerf Arishem because he was winning too much. Because he was winning too much. Is Agatha playing herself count for Gambit? Yeah, it's a creative card. Not where I would have played you, Agatha. That's okay. Who would I be if I robbed you of the opportunity to see 4 Agathas on board? Only 4 Agathas on board. I've seen Maywar. Look at this cool guy over here. Cool guy alert. Mr. 7 Agatha McGee over here. Like, just not make the V-hand decks better? Yeah, I think Gambit, like, because I've seen so many people talk about nerfing Gambit. And every time I've played Gambit, it's like, this card's annoying, but like, I don't think it's that good, and it gets stomped by a lot of decks. And then everyone tells me I'm wrong, and then I look at the stats, and the stats say I'm right. I don't even know what to think, man. How the hell does your thing work? Do I get extra points for playing here? Is that how this works? I do. Okay. Neither of us played there. It's a joke. I'm just going to keep winning, I guess. I guess I'm just going to stay winning. Because we're getting so many freaking points from winning all the locations every turn. Turn that into the vault. Very funny. It's a good joke. Kill off some of their cards, also as a joke. Lost a card, bro. How embarrassing for you. Don't kill my Gambit. Be gone with them. Whiffler. Nice Gamora whiff.
Victory.
All right, so is this strong? I don't know. I didn't get to play against all the other decks, but it feels decently strong. I like the synergies with getting points and having a lot of cards that like having points added to them. You get to play Juggernaut, which is a good card. I don't think this Gambit thing is the best way to do it, personally, because I think that everyone just, like, assumes that Gambit is really good. Maybe Gambit is slightly better in this mode because there's a lot of low-cost, like, high-value cards that you can hit. So maybe there's more incentive to play Gambit in this mode than other modes. But overall, I quite like the Brotherhood. This seems like a cool, like, synergistic thing. It doesn't feel like you have to do anything super game warping. You're just kind of like playing good cards kind of on curve and getting like a bit of incremental value over time. I also can't believe Jug was 3 cost at one point. The crazier thing is that Jug was 3 cost at one point and was bad for a long time. Just because the game was different back then. But yeah, Jug at 3 costs was not a problem for a very long time. And I don't just think that it's like we were just stupid. I think that it's just like the game was at a point where 3 cost Juggernaut was fine for most of it. It was really like the last like 6 months of Juggernaut being 3 cost that became a problem. And then probably you can extrapolate from that. It was probably like 9 months. Because it was like 3 months where it was a problem, but people just weren't really playing it yet. And then like 6 months where it was actually a problem. But it is always weird to think about like the past like that, because things were just like different. Like the game was just very different back then. I think it was a little slept on. For part of it, yeah. I mean, that's why I gave it like 3 more months. But I really do think it just wasn't. I think that people will look back and be like, oh my god, this card must have been broken for so long and no one just knew. But like the way that the game incrementally changes month over month with power creep and adjustments to cards. Certain cards that are like crazy broken now wouldn't be broken for a long time, you know? Like you look at like Professor X, right? Like Professor X was this garbage tier card forever. And then it just slowly as like more and different cards got added that worked with it. Just kind of worked. Okay, the Spider-Verse. You get +2 energy if one of your Spider-Verse cards moves last turn. So you just get shit tons of energy. So you'll move a card. Last time you played moves here if it's a Spider-Verse card. This gains 2 power. I clone with the same power to another location, then this moves to a 3rd. Any card moved last turn, set the cost of your top card to 0. Merge one of your cards here into this. Replace that card with a Spider-Verse card from your deck. And then for each time your cards move this game, give 1 power to one of your cards. Merge this with one of your cards here. Replace that card with a Spider-Verse card from your deck. So I think if I'm looking at this, my like initial thought is you should just play massive cards. This might look like I'm trolling, but I'm kind of being dead ass here. I feel like if you just play like a fuck ton of massive cards, I feel like it might go like dummy mode. And then you probably want to add like one, like a Madam Web because it's broken. And like a fucking Foom, dude. This might be stupid, but for whatever reason, when I'm looking at this, I feel like it's so easy to just be like, oh, you should just play move shit. But in my mind, I'm just like, why wouldn't you just play a bunch of fucking giant cards? So let's see. Yeah, isn't it crazy? Madam Web has been the same forever. They nerfed the move package and let Madam Web untouched. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just like a surprise, you know? I just really don't want to lose middle, to be honest with you. Beat someone that Mystiqued their Shaw, then played Surfer, thinking Mystique was still 3 cost in this mode. It's awesome. Oh, that's not going to be close to enough, brother. I hate to tell you, that's not even remotely close. You lose by so much, it's actually kind of funny. So I'm not going to lie. This was a Sinister London game, but I'm immediately thinking I kind of am picking up on something that might just be true about the better way to play this deck is just play comically big shit and then figure it out later. There could be something. There could be something to my random madness. I suppose is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to think about the decks a little differently because I feel like there's always like a really... You can move a card on 5 wave and then do Foom Abzan type stuff. Yeah, but like that sounds like you're trying too hard. Like you don't need to add wave. You're already doing crazy shit. I do hate that you moved here. Yeah, we'll be fine. I'm trying to think if I'm setting this up wrong. That's so Reptar, were you here during Binks's Rugrat song? That's the whole reason that I did the Binks's one. That's the whole reason I did it. It's because their name is That's So Reptar. I guess I need to be moving cards a little bit more. Or whatever. All right. Played 19 power Foom. I feel like I just do this, right? I don't even click this button.
Are ye worthy?
All right, I'm convinced this is maybe because I'm not even like I don't know. I'm not even like trying, and I'm not even like doing anything right. I'm just kind of taking advantage of the fact that this has like built-in energy cheat. I'm not even playing it well. You just play giant fucked up broken energy cheat cards and you just win. But I mean, we did have Elysium game, Sinister London game, so maybe I'm Maybe I'm a bit biased by that. But we'll find the best, the most played untapped deck for this, and we'll play that as well. We'll get a little touch on it. All right, y'all, we're gonna get 3 minute ad break. If you want to see guys, you can say $6. Check to see if you have a Twitch Prime subscription available by clicking the subscribe and use the little Prime toggle. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. Watching on Twitch, make sure to follow. See you in 3 minutes. Props for not trying for the biggest. Props for not trying for the biggest number. What? I feel like it was. I don't know what you mean. My local tap house has a barley wine tap takeover. But I also have the parent and toddler tonight. What's Binks' advice in this scenario? I don't know, man. I think that I'm the last person you should ask for parenting advice. I know how to take care of a dog. So if your kid's the same as taking care of a dog, then just get as shit house drunk as you want and give him cuddles when you get home, I guess. But I'm gonna guess that that's not right for like kids. But like I said, I'm not exactly the best person to ask. Okay, what's the most played Team Clash deck? For Spider-Verse. The number 1 deck is actually kind of similar, but not really. Not really at all. It does have Foom, though. The only thing that's similar is it has Foom, so don't listen to me, actually. The other one is like Bartok. Batrock. Bartok. He's doing great. He's doing great, ladies and gentlemen. It's Batrock, Madam Web, Craven, Silk Prowler, Foom. I've spoken to your father before. She listened. It was weird. So does that make me qualified, is what you're saying? YouTube guy here, Jug was great at 3-3 when Kingpin used to straight up fucking kill cards. That is true, Slayer from Air. That was, I mean, that didn't exist for a very long time. Especially not the version where Kingpin was like this turn or whatever. Like the very first iteration of Kingpin, I don't think I had access to Kingpin or Juggernaut when the original version of that existed. But it was very funny. You just straight up murder their whole lane. At the very least partially qualified, I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, so we found the best custom, or the most played custom Spider-Verse deck. And it also had Foom, but it's more on the move side of things. Let's see what that looks like. King in Black. King in Black. We're vibing. What's the ability? Is there a way to read the ability somewhere, chat? Oh, it shows up. I just can't see it because of my deck tracker. Get +2 energy if one of your Spider-Verse cards moved last turn. Noted. Gambit, the horseman of death. Yeah, I saw that, but it's covered up by my my deck tracker on my screen, not on yours. Appreciate it, though. Appreciate it. So making sure we get a nice mix of movements around the board. They are not going to be able to fulfill Gambit, right? Am I crazy? Yeah, get wrecked, man. Get destroyed, I'm afraid. No, you don't have to apologize, Dead Molex. I realized it before you had said that, but I was explaining why you probably saw me clicking these and being like, where the fuck do you see it? I can't see it. And it's because my deck tracker covers it. But no, I appreciate you a lot. Batroc, no, Sam. Correct. Sam is not from the Spider-Verse. He's from Louisiana, I think. Different places, I'm afraid. This seems pretty good too. I mean, like, just a lot of the cards in Spider-Verse seem really strong. The kind of built-in ramp is pretty nuts. Plenty of spiders in Louisiana. I'll give you a +2 on that one. That's +2 territory right there. Oh, shit, wait. Ah, damn it. Probably gonna get DMCA'd on YouTube. I was like, damn, man, this song's kind of hitting. And then I realized that we had finished the Mario tape probably, let's see, how long ago did we probably finish that? Probably 40 minutes ago. Man, this whole YouTube video might get nuked. You know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's probably fine. Fucking play Sandstorm? No. No. We do want to get something moving as fast as possible. I think this will work the way I think it's going to work. Because I think the Agony will grab this because it is here now. And then grab itself, and then move away, and then kill their Batroc. He's a genius. He's actually a genius. Can we talk about that for a second? Can we have a quick conversation about how sick that was? That was sick as fuck, no? Opponent's priority, so I actually don't want to play Silk to potentially move their Batroc. We'll just kind of do this and vibe. Go middle. You fucker. You fucker. You fricker, man. Does Symbiote Spider-Man do whatever he wants? Ouch. Probably should have gotten the Scarlet Spider down, huh? Girocross Foom, though. Pretty goated. Ba-dum, ba-dum. The Foomler. Ouch. Ouch. I think we're Dudge. Oh, no, well, yeah, we're Dudge. Well played. I wonder if I could have done something differently there. I could have done some movement with my Batroc a little bit. I don't know. I didn't mind it. Spider-Verse team seems just top to bottom very strong. The built-in extra power is crazy. It seems like there's a lot of ways to build the deck. I feel like you can just kind of go in like a psycho kind of ramp style, or you can go more of just like a really move focused deck. I feel like that's the deck compared to the other deck. It feels like you can kind of build that deck any way you want, which is pretty cool. So if you like deck building and doing weird shit and playing with a bunch of extra energy, I think that Spider-Verse is probably going to be one of your favorites. Just one thing I will say with Spider-Verse is don't fall into this trap of just having to do move stuff. I'm being dead ass serious. I feel like the deck that I played before this deck was better. And I just literally took all the biggest cards that were Spider-Verse cards and hucked them into the same deck. And that's probably wrong and stupid, but just remember when you're playing stuff like Team Clash, like it can be very easy to feel like you have to be funneled into these like specific ideas. But the ways that some of these are built, you could really do a lot of different things with them. So I would really encourage you, if you're going to play Spider-Verse, to try and mix it up and do some things that are very outside of what you'd normally expect, and I think you'll see some really good results. Let's move on to Guardians of the Galaxy. All cards that reveal +1 power at the glowing location. This is for you and your opponent. So you have the free Mantis, which gives you a Guardian discount. They have the Rocket Raccoon that gives you a Guardian draw and extra power. Star-Lord, if your opponent played a card here, give +1 power to your Guardian in hand and play. On reveal, if one of your opponents played a card here, double this card's power. So if you can get this buffed, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, I played that yesterday. 4-11. On reveal, discard a non-guardian card from your hand unless your opponent played a card here this turn. And Gamora, if your opponent played a card here this turn, destroy their lowest cost card here. Very interesting. The pre-built deck looks like it has a bunch of detritus. So let's make a better one. So, they like having a lot of Guardians. So I think that you should have at least 5 Guardians, I would imagine. I mean, this card is just broken, so it's probably good. This card is just broken, so it's probably good. There's no ramp, really, right? Like, Mantis is pseudo-ramp. There's no, like, built-in ramp. Does Major Victory give you the Team Clash versions? No shot, right? Oh, yeah, sorry. You probably can't see very well. Probably not, right? I can't imagine they would. Add Jean Grey to Guardians, force them to trigger other Guardians. No one's ever thought of that idea before. I don't know if that's good. I don't think that's good. I kind of had Sarah. I don't know if that's right. Jack Flag probably works really well because of this. There's just like no good 2-drop to play. I guess Starhawk's like, no, because you kind of want to play it on like turn 3. There's just like no good 2-drop. Yeah, but I feel like you like having Guardian stuff, because like if you add a single non-Guardian to your deck, it's like gonna get discarded by Groot quite a bit. But maybe that doesn't matter. It's making me think about putting fucking Medusa in my deck, and that can't be right. I'm probably doing this incorrectly, right? This deck is probably going to be bad, but just like, let me cook for a second or whatever. Fuck it. The Yondu variant is sick, thank you. Made it myself. Is Grandmaster a Guardian or no? That was the collector that was there, right? I'm so good at calling out where my opponent's going to play. Can we talk about this? I'm so good at calling out where my opponents are going to play. It's actually fucking crazy. It should legitimately be illegal. What the fuck? That game pissed me off. Why are you making fun of Medusa? She's literally the only one who won a lane there. I think you pass. I'm like actually, I'm 100% on calling out where my opponents are going to play. It's actually kind of crazy. And now you always play left. It's just obvious. Running Foom in a majority of decks today. Yeah, any of them that can gain power. Fuck! Stinger, thank you. It's so much harder when I don't have my stream deck open. I'm trying my best. Appreciate your patience in this matter. Yo, big deal, Blake. Thank you so much for the 20 months. Thank you. I'm doing good. Hickey, how you doing? What should I call you? Should I call you Hickey? Because I always call you R Hickey, but now you changed your name from R Hickey. I don't know what to call you anymore. Bit of a conundrum type shit. Hickey's fine. Either's fine. No, I wanted that to kill this fucking Cyclops. It's broken. Well, at least now they don't get extra energy. Mm-hmm. Sick Team Clash deck you have here. It's a sick Team Clash deck you got here, opponent. It's a deck that you have that's built for Team Clash. Very sick Team Clash focused deck. I've been liking Slay the Spire 2. It's fucking one of the best games ever made. I'm not even like saying that with a hint of sarcasm, actually. God, imagine fucking losing if you're the opponent. That's so funny. Imagine fucking losing that game. Okay, I don't mind what I did here, but I don't know. This deck feels a little funky. It feels like it has some sauce to it, but who does this look like? This looks like an actor and it's pissing me off. I feel like this looks like what Elon Musk thinks he looks like. It's kind of giving like what Elon Musk thinks that he looks like. Like, I feel like when Elon Musk thinks about himself, he thinks that he looks like this. +2, thank you. Adam West. Okay, Adam West is kind of the vibes I'm getting. I actually, Adam West, I think, is what I'm thinking of. It is giving Adam West. It's giving Norm Macdonald a little bit too, yeah. It's also giving Nicholas Holt. I mean, it might be Nicholas Holt, actually. I can't tell. It's hard. It's hard. But I do also think it looks like what Elon Musk thinks he looks like. I still stand by that pretty strongly. Let's see what the most popular version of this is. Most popular version is just a full bounce deck. Weird. Maybe cool, though. The most popular version is using none other guardians. And it's just a full-on, it's just a full-on bounce deck. 680 games. Sure. I don't know. Was this Hoagland? This seems like a Hoagland. This seems like a Hoagland thing. Is this a Hoagland? I can see this being a Hoagland. Nux to you and yours as well. Sorry. You might want to wait for a sale. We talk about sales for. SCS2 currently legitimately has more stuff than SCS1 currently has. It's a complete game. You might just wait for a sale. I strongly think, in my heart of hearts, that you should not wait for a sale to get... I strongly believe in my heart of hearts you should not wait for a sale to get Slay the Spire 2. The reason I don't think you should wait for a sale to get Slay the Spire 2 is because Slay the Spire 2 is legitimately one of the most impressive offerings I've ever seen. From a game that they disappeared for 5 years and put their entire heart and soul into it and released a amazing fully made game. And it is worth, it's worth a, if it was a retail, if it was a regular, Northern Lion does this bit sometimes, but I'm not gonna lie, I think it's very, very accurate about how the true sales price for a game like Slay the Spire should be $1,000, because that's how much value you get out of that game. And I think that you should support games like that as soon as possible if you want to, and not wait for a sale. But it is $25 or $30. So I get it. This is tough because this is crazy, right? It kills one of these. Still have a humongous backlog? Yeah, but all those games are worse than Slay the Spire 2, is my point. Says you? Yeah, correct. And I tell you what, says you as well, because they wouldn't be in your fucking backlog if they were that good. Think about it. They would be in your front log. Boom, boom, boom. I'm on one today. Chill. Chill on that. You're being weird. I don't love having to do that, but it is kind of just correct. Personally, I like to wait till games are finished and play them, which means waiting a long time these days. But again, my point is that Slay the Spire is more complete than 90% of games that exist. 99% of games that come out with their full release, this game is more finished than. I'm not exaggerating. I'm being dead ass, bro. It's great that you love the game and want to be their salesman. I think that's great for you. Thanks, dude. I think it's great for me too. Should have played this first or second. Thank you for buffing my board. Thank you for buffing my board. Ouch. Played this. Should have played this before the. Should have played this before. I played that way out of order. This kind of has some sauce. I didn't know what to expect when jumping into just like a psycho pure ramp or pure bounce deck that has no Guardians cards. But this is way better than the deck I was playing. Did you play Regis's game? I've played Regis's game multiple times with Regis. And a little bit by myself, but mostly with Regis. If you're interested in that on the daily channel, there's 2 live streams of it.
Taking aim.
He wasn't wowed by Slay the Spire 2, and then I noticed I played it until 3 a.m., so I guess it's pretty good. Bro, it's cracked. It's so good. That ass, I was like kind of excited for it because I thought it was going to be like kind of how when Slay the Spire released in early access, which was like a really rough game with 2 characters with like a lot that still needed to go for it. And then you fucking start playing it. You're like, oh my God. They just already made a better game than the original game, which is one of the best games of all time. What the hell is wrong with them, man? They're not fucking around. Tech Tracker's throwing new Star-Lord art for Team Clash Star-Lord? I don't know. It's a third-party thing. You know? That would have been really scary if I hadn't played around it expertly. Banjo-Kazooie sound. I think there's a real chance that if I go here, I win middle. Problem is, I don't think I can win another lane if I do that. Yeah, tough. It's probably loses.
I am Iron Man.
I could have went all in middle and would have won. I really thought they were going to play something left. Well played. I really thought another card was coming down middle. Thought that gave me my best chance of victory. I thought they would move this left and then play like small cards. I thought they would move this left thinking like, oh, maybe they'd move that. I don't know. I don't know how I thought they were going to avoid this. Maybe they were playing a middle. I don't know. I could have played that better. But overall, actually really impressed that like this bounce deck feels sick as hell. Really surprised when I saw that being the most popular deck. I was like immediately like, no way, this is good. This is just someone who really wants to play bounce playing it here. But it actually works really well with a lot of the cards. I didn't even draw particularly well that second game and still felt like I had a pretty insane thing. No, I don't have the untapped thing on my Twitch channel. I think it's bad. It gives people different experiences on different platforms. I don't like it. I'm against Twitch plugins. Like I'm against like Twitch plugins like that almost across the board personally. Very cool, very cool. I'm really impressed that deck felt really cool. The next most popular one, just for my own curiosity, It's another like bounce style deck. It's like a werewolf bounce deck. So people aren't playing Guardians of the Galaxy with that deck, which probably means that there's some things wrong with it. That's okay. Pretty fun, I would say, overall. Thunderbolts. Each turn, give the first Thunderbolt you reveal at a losing location +2 power. 1/-2. Add a random Thunderbolt to your hand, give it -1 cost. Always guaranteed to lose you a lane. Give 2 characters your hand +3 power. You can't play the next turn unless they're Thunderbolts. Can only play this at a losing location. Costs 1 less for each location you're losing. Gains power equal to your highest power Thunderbolts. Add a -4 power void to a location where you don't have a Thunderbolts. And a -9 power void to a location where you don't have a Thunderbolt. So you can just play this as a 4/9 if you have Thunderbolts everywhere. Weird. Okay. I think you do want the Viper. I think you do want the Abs Man. I'm scared that the best way to play this might just be Man Spider Abs Man, right? Scene, thank you. That's my only worry. I just want Hood in there if we're gonna run Viper and this stuff. Yo, Classy, thank you for the 100 biddies. It's kind of tough to not want to run quite a few Thunderbolts with like Oxydoxy and stuff. Lucky there's lots of good Thunderbolts to kick from. Yeah, it does feel like they're... I mean, it is kind of thematic that it's kind of like weird, random trash. It is all on the Thunderbolts, because that's kind of like what they are in like... lore. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's canon. I bet this card's sick. There's so many low cost, like crazy cards, right? If I remember correctly, it's like this card and Taskmaster are kind of nutso together. And then you usually want to play Taskmaster into Absman. Now, Electra's probably just like quite good in this mode too. And then is there anything that's synergistic? Or you just like huck a Nihilus in here, yeah? Titanium for more Clog with Viper? That's probably fine. Lecture is a Thunderbolt? What? Yeah, I feel like there's all sorts of different versions of all the teams through the lore and what have you, right? Kind of the vibe. Yeah, I mean, obviously, that was the very first thing I said, right? Is that Man Spider's probably just like the best thing you could probably play. I'm a little freak. I like to play cards on curve. Damn it. Think about playing it on there to get like an immediate benefit, but yeah. It's fine. Even Mono and Nihilus. Probably not, right? Yeah.
We are the future.
Shit. Am I in the wrong scene again? Dude, I gotta stop changing scenes. No one's allowed to ask me scene ever again. Because without the stream decks in front of me, I'm not able to do it. So just don't ask about the scene. It's just gonna be this scene forever. You're not gonna be able to see the decks. You're gonna have to deal with it. Not that I'm mad for anyone for saying scene. Everyone who's saying scene is very nice and is trying to help out. I'm just saying that when I'm playing a random new deck every 20 minutes, I have to think in like a different wavelength, and I can't. I'm just gonna keep forgetting, and then it's gonna ruin the experience. So I'd rather ruin the experience consistently than ruin it inconsistently. Type shit. What the fuck, man? It's the worst turn in history, bro. That's crazy. I guess it is a one cost. First time rescue has ever been Frigga. It's gotta be close. Gotta be damn close. Shit. Very good chance we lose this. I didn't play. Wait, what? Oh my god, I played these out of order, huh? Shit. Oopsie. Oopsie. For whatever reason, I just thought it would just do whatever Taskmaster does, which didn't matter about the order, which is very dumb. It's very dumb for that matter. A very dumb thing to be sure. But it is what I thought. Cannot tell a lie there. We'll take a swing. Swingler. Okay, don't fuck up the order this time. Let's actually just go here. Okay, I think opponent is just mad that I killed their card, perchance. Points. Hey, they won a lane. Pog. Alright, Joe, do the minute break. If you don't want to see how you can pay $6, check to see if you have a Twitch Prime subscription available by clicking the subscribe and use the little Prime toggle. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. Watching on Twitch, make sure to follow. See you in 3 minutes. Aren't Patriot interesting on the team that synergizes with losing lanes? You know, you're not wrong about that one. You're not incorrect about that one for sure. All right, let's find the highest played one. And I am going to switch decks, even though I told you guys not that I wouldn't. And then I'm just going to remember it instead of forgetting it like I've done every other time. That's kind of my idea here, is that I'll just remember. Also, I just realized I did not play the most popular Spider-Verse deck. I played the second most popular Spider-Verse deck. The first most popular Spider-Verse deck is pretty similar, though. Okay, the most popular deck is a werewolf deck. Most popular Thunderbolts deck is a werewolf deck. Interesting. It's a werewolf deck that it runs none of the cards I chose. Except for maybe Absman. No. I did have Viper. That's not true. And it had Hood. This is the most popular one on Untapped. It is a Werewolf by Night version. I feel like you should still run Abs. Abs with Sentry is just too strong. Or Abs with Taskmaster is just too strong. But I digress. You hate missing Snap Math by one... I feel like if you hate missing Snap Math by one, you should just recognize what you did wrong and try and do better next time. It's a learning opportunity. But then again, I'm always the optimist. Why Patriots specifically? I don't know. I didn't make it. Wish I could tell you. I don't understand the Iron Patriot. It's probably just a good werewolf card, so that would be my guess. But it does look like a bit of a sore thumb. All the other cards make a lot of sense. The Iron Patriot does look weird as shit. Probably just like a good card. For your banks, you're in the Matrix of Snap? One thing I'm not very good at is understanding why other deck builders do what they do. That's my neurodiversion of choice, I suppose. Maybe that's not true. Maybe I'm just making that up. Maybe I am pretty good at that. Yeah, Iron Patriot doesn't seem like a good choice to me. If I were to adjust this deck, I would immediately change Iron Patriot with Absman. But I'm not. I'm playing the best version of the deck. I think the reason I'm doing this is like I've kind of like thought about what I want to do for. I've thought about what I want to do for limited time modes because they don't really make good YouTube videos. No one watches YouTube videos about limited time modes. It's you can ask like literally any Snap content creator. It's kind of everyone just kind of agrees because everyone's tried. But I feel like doing one stream of it and like trying to really actively engage with the mode in a different way is like A, more fun for me than other things, and B, I think makes cool content that other people aren't really doing for stuff like this, I would say. I guess that's not true. There are other people who are doing cool stuff with stuff like this, but I'm not doing, I guess. Either way to say it. Totally, but when the community thinks a 1-point nerf or buff is mad, 1 point is a lot sometimes. Yeah, I agree. I guess I'm just saying, I guess I'm more just reacting to the fact that you're saying that you hate it. Because when I make a mistake, I try and look at it in a positive light as opposed to like just getting mad about it and seeing like, how can I be better about this? And then still fucking it up next time and then getting mad. You can get mad the second time. I guess. But the first time you shouldn't get mad. The first time you should try and learn from it. And then when you do it again, you should be fucking stupid, dumb, fucking idiot. Fucking dumbass type shit. Oh my god, I remembered. Everyone praise me. No! I fucking hate rocks. GM could be an alternative to abs? I guess. But they're doing like different things, I think. From my perspective. I want abs. I'm not gonna lie, I almost exclusively want abs, man. I pretty much exclusively want abs, man. Should just get werewolf down. I pretty much exclusively want abs, man. For Taskmaster. And GM doesn't really help with that as much. I guess it's like fine, but... Whoa! It says revealed, huh? I never thought about that. Yeah, it does say reveal, not play. That's interesting. Honestly? I'll swap the Merlin out now. Whiffler. Excuse me? My queen. That's pretty good. That's like actually, it's like gross how good it is. I can be honest with you. It's gonna be 15, which means this is gonna be 15, which means they're both gonna be 15. Dude, they cannot hit with their Star-Lord to save their damn life. Are ye? Got him.
Victory.
All right, this is kind of going crazy. No, Slay their Mayor, because you didn't watch that live. Because what happened live, and I have another YouTube short that's coming out about that, Slayer for Mayor, because you only watched the YouTube short. Because 2 games after that YouTube short, Cersei won me the game when no one else would have believed in her, and then I went on a tirade against chat about how they had to believe in Cersei, even when she does something wrong. So even in your example, actually incorrect. At the end of that clip, I even said everybody gets one. I gave her empathy for her fucking me that one time. Raw. And I forgot it. And then next time I had the chance to trust her to win the game, I did, and then she won me the game in fantastic fashion. TM. Faith in the Witch? Is Cersei a witch? I guess that makes sense. Just have witch vibes. Can't dispute that, really. Are you a fucking... Are you on my team? Is this fucker on my team? Chat. I'm gonna lose. I'm insanely dead. 07. Fortunately, insanely dead. I'm last. No, I gotta be dead, right? There's no way. It's close. What's up, Kokori Bomber? I quite like this build. This is interesting. Got him. I don't think this is real safety blade. I think this is fake safety blade. But they did that to me. They did that to me the first game. So don't think I'm just doing that to be toxic. I am doing it to be toxic, but that's not the only reason. Safety Blade is on the EU servers? I don't know. I didn't even really think about the fact that you queue into EU people, though. Am I crazy? I don't know how any of that shit works. I'm not going to lie. Safety Blade, the reason I don't think it's Safety Blade is because they have different names. No, I definitely play Safety Blade. They usually have different names. The fuck, man? Harry said snap servers are decided by where your Google account is based, not your physical location. I don't really pay attention to anything like that. I do know I face Safety Blade, but I also know that Safety Blade never uses their real name. They've had like a multitude of different ones. And if it is, it's even funnier because they misminutes me the first game, and then I did it back to them, done it back to them twice. And it's felt good every time, for the record. Why the fuck would you do that? Am I insane for asking that? They have a Nihilus? I mean, they could have a Nihilus, I guess. I'd just be surprised, I suppose. Oh, and Sabanurmagerd. Double and Sabanurmagerd! Wait, based.
We are the future. Victory.
Oh, because it's just, it doesn't copy exactly this one. It's not like Chameleon. Don't forget to click activate on your cards after you do your reordering. I have no idea how long ago that you must have said that, but it must have been really long ago. All right. What do I think about the Thunderbolts? Interesting. I feel like from a pure power level, I feel like their base cards are like maybe the strongest. Like all three of these cards are kind of crazy. This card is pretty crazy too. Which is crazy that I'm saying about Toxidoxy. So like at a baseline, I feel like their cards are just like pretty damn good. So the flexibility from this is probably just you can kind of play anything that somewhat synergizes. The biggest things that hold you back are the fact that like Sentry, you kind of need several Thunderbolts or ways to get rid of the Void. And then Toxidoxy is like bad if you don't have mostly Thunderbolts. So pretty interesting, but good in general. Good in general. Okay, the Avengers. After you play an Avenger, give one of your Avengers their +1 power. Wait, where the... Oh, Professor X is an X-Men, of course. It's not an Avenger. So Hawkeye, if you play a card here next turn, +1 power, it's an Avenger, repeat this ability. Move an Avenger with on reveal to this location to repeat its ability. Mjolnir. Wait, how is this different? On reveal, draw an Avenger and shuffle Mjolnir into your deck. So it just gives you draw 2. Other Avengers have +2 power. You have another Avenger here, you can move this. +2 power for each other Avenger. So just like a big finisher. So they don't have any energy cheat. Kind of just playing fair. They probably have the most cards to choose from, right? Yeah, by kind of a lot, it seems. Pretty hard not to want Iron Man.
This is what we got. Everybody's a Binks fan.
Zombie Galacti is an Avenger? What the fuck? Put another Thor in? No, you can't. Easy Lanes! Thank you so much for coming to Binks Fan, Easy Lanes. Appreciate ya. Binks, just messing, but I was in seats next to you both at the Bears game. I don't believe you. Zombie Scarlet Witch is an Avenger? Well, Scarlet Witch is an Avenger. So the zombie version is an Avenger, I guess, in spirit. I don't think you can make Wiccan work. What if you just made a zombie deck? This deck seems... this archetype seems way too fair. That's my, like, initial reaction. Is that this deck just seems really fair. And that's usually not great. I feel like you want small cards. Bruce Banner split is dope. Thank you. It's not really a split. It's just the border, but I do agree the border looks very good. Grandmaster, is that an Avenger? Not an Avenger. Could try to bounce. Maybe. Here's what I'm thinking. Small, good cards. Huck a bunch of small, good cards with these cards. Maybe it's okay. That's my gut reaction. Look at that. Switching scenes again. What a stud. The Gerudo Valley song kind of stuck in your head. Has that effect. Has that effect on people for sure. Played against someone named IB Binks. I haven't run into IB Binks in a while. I have in the past, though.
Taking aim.
Taking aim is the thing, chat.
Face the might of Asgard.
Got it.
Taking aim.
Put Quake in for vibes. I don't know. Last time I played Quake, someone lost the game because of Quake. It's not possible to beat Binks. You're a 2023 Snap champ. It's finally gotten to the point where it being the 2023 Snap champ is funny. I'm very happy about that. It took a while for it to be funny. But it has gotten to that point now. It has gotten to the point where it's very funny that
Taking aim.
that it says 2023, because that's getting so long ago. Four, 4, 8, 8, 16. That's I don't know if they can buff this, but I'm just going to pretend like they can. You're going nowhere.
Union to me.
Very nice.
Victory.
Hot take, Spotlight caches were 100% better and need to return. That is a hot take. Mostly because it's like provably incorrect by tons of metrics. By like almost any measurable metric, that's just simply incorrect. Saw an animation finally? I didn't even notice. One thing that... Never mind. All right, I'll say it because I do think it was going to be funny. I was going to say the one thing that might point to is the fact that you're probably a gambling addict. How many, before you answer that, low high, how many gambling apps do you have currently downloaded on your phone? And if it's 0, then I'll eat my own shoe.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir. Mjolnir.
Do gotchas count as gambling apps? It's a great question. For the purposes of this thought experiment, they do not. Notice the animation got fixed, and now the card actually turns into pig in your hand. I know, it's great. It's really nice. Took a little longer than I think most people would have wanted. But still a W in my book. Shit. Nikes. We're still probably fine with Iron Man and the Team Clash Hulk. But it gets a little hairy for sure. Especially if we don't draw Mjolnir, which would be kind of fricked up.
Taking aim. I am Iron Man.
He's Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
He's also Iron Man. No, Mjolnir! Fuck you, man. Seven people took 2 years to make that animation. Notice it? I will next time. You're right. Am I getting Juggernauted here? Probably, right?
We are the future.
Chilling. Hey, why don't you get bigger?
Victory.
Oh, he did. This is just 3. This is 2. Gotcha. Okay. I mean, just the way that I was playing Avengers seems fine. I feel like just fill it with small cards, get a lot of value. Seems okay. Let's see what the top-rated Avengers deck is. Or the most played Avengers deck, sorry. Most played Avengers deck, actually kind of similar. Ant-Man, Goose, Sam, Captain Carter, Viv, Vision, Iron Man. All right. It's interesting. Goose kind of freaky. Kind of a freaky ad. I don't really get the Viv Vision, but it's okay. Either I underrate this card or other people overrate it. The world may never know. Dude, the fact that when you go to different screens from the limited time modes and then you hit back and it brings you back to the screen that you were at in the limited time mode, I cannot express enough how good that update is. It took them many limited time modes to finally do this. But I cannot express enough how much better that is. I'm like, I have my guard up to be used to trying to stop myself from doing a regular ladder game. And the game now has built-in guardrails to make me not do that. And that's awesome. I fucking love that they've done that. It took them, again, took them too long. But thank God they finally fucking done that. Jesus. Update made the game crash on your iPhone 13, sadly. Common Apple L, I'm afraid.
Taking aim.
You're not saying it was perfect, but with the amount of cards in the packs and lackluster rotation, it's very difficult to target. Loha, you never answered the question.
Taking aim.
I'm afraid before I can give any validity to what you're saying, you need to tell me how many gambling apps you have currently installed on your phone. Then I'm open to having a conversation with you. Zero gambling apps? That ass?
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
And your name's Low High?
Taking aim.
All right. I will choose to believe you and give you the benefit of the doubt. But no, I do think that every metric that shows how much better the economy is afterwards disagrees with you. You're probably falling into a bit of a rose-colored glasses type situation, would be my guess, as to why you think that that mode was actually better. I'm a fact-based individual myself, always have been, always will be. Gambling's too risky, but spending between 1 and 4 keys isn't. That's what I'm confused about, because that doesn't make much sense to me personally. Not gonna lie, I would have really liked to draw Mjolnir by now, but I kind of get it.
I am Iron Man.
My son. Ah! Forgot they had Madam Web there.
Avengers!
Yeah, but opening a pack currently is a 1 in 52 chance. Yeah, but you forget the fact that you can always just spend 2 keys worth of tokens to get any card that you want. Whereas before would be a 1 in 4 chance, which would give you 2.5 tokens, which is 7,500 tokens versus 6,000, with more different ways to go after them. I think is the biggest difference. Now, as someone who has 52 cards, for you specifically, there might be some level of benefit to doing that. However, what you're able to do, because you're missing so many cards, is use the absolute cheapest of all the packs, which is the Series 5 Collector's Pack, which costs 4,000 tokens, I think. Spam those, and then you can raise the amount of cards that you have to get to the point where you're no longer having a 1 in 52 chance. For the measly price of about the same as Key was before. And you say it's a 1 in 52 chance, but that's not actually what it is. Because it's a 52 in 52 chance. I'm on ladder. I was just talking about how I don't fall on ladder anymore. I was just talking about how this doesn't happen. And yet here we are. I think that your thought process as to why the new system is bad might be more directed towards you looking at it as a 1 in 52 chance, which is not what it is. Would be my best guess. So I think a change in perspective might help you appreciate the new system more. Now, conversely, you literally don't have to do any of that shit. You can do whatever you want. Thank you for saying that's a valid point. try to make my points valid. AF. I like my facts valid, yo. Type shit. Yeah, plus the
Cleared for takeoff.
what the fuck? So Frigga played a card, which then transformed into Frigga. And then Frigga looked at the last card played, which was the card that transformed into Frigga, which was now Frigga, so she Frigga'd herself. Fucking base, dude. I ain't never seen that shit before. That's friggin' crazy. I probably should have frigged the Mockingbird. That would have been a good one. And summon Nurmagerd! What are the odds the opponent runs Killmonger? Low. What are the odds they randomly generated it from Arishem? Also very low. 1 in 52. You're thinking of drawing any random card and having it be the one that you're expecting it to be, I think. Common misconception. Ah! That's terrible! Ah! That's terrible! Wait, why didn't you copy the star brand? Old. Please, God, don't be Foom. Ah!
Victory.
Think they'll make an APOC emote, making the Irma Gerd face? I don't know. I really wish that I could stop saying it because it's not funny. I know in my heart of hearts that that's not a funny thing to say every time Insaba Nur comes out, but I can't stop. It's like legitimately problematic. It's a little funny. A little funny as a treat, I suppose. No, actually, that's not right. That was actually right. So I was thinking about the Frigga example, but the Frigga example actually makes sense. So the Taskmaster looked at what the Taskmaster transformed from, which would then target the Taskmaster, which is a 0, which is why it didn't say no target. It copied itself. It copied its own power, right? Added its own power to itself, which was 0. Hey, Bubbo. My dog's making very, very cute sounds. In case you were wondering.
Avengers! Assemble.
You guys know you could do this?
Taking aim. I am the Sorcerer Supreme. Taking aim.
What the fuck, man? Not fair. It's not fair they can fight back? They can on their screen. If they have a sick card. Which is doubtful.
Taking aim.
Chad, I think we're gonna fucking die, bro. I think we're fucking dead as hell, man. Unless for whatever reason they don't attack left. Then we still probably die, but it's less likely. Good Goose. I think Goose is terrible in the deck. I don't know why the hell Goose is in this deck. Yeah, we could win if they throw left as a joke. That's kind of what we have to praise on. And then we would still lose almost assuredly because we're only adding 19 power. They have a 14 power 1 cost. They did throw left as a joke for the record. Called playing to your outs. No, you're all good, Lohai. I know people are fucking around. I know I was clowning on you a little bit too. But you took it in good stride and you were open about your own potential biases, and I'm trying to be open about my own biases, and that's how good conversations, man, and I appreciate you for that. No cap. Capless any percent. That's what they're saying. Go on your Miss Marvel plus Iron Man deck? I don't. But you did Kappa, so I'm guessing. You're untapped, there's not show clean tash data? Brother, you just gotta... I have been fighting untapped with my fucking whole ass life. And I don't really know what to tell you if I can be so honest. I got no fucking clue. They're just gonna let this keep happening, huh? At some point, you just have to give them respect. You have to give them a modicum of respect for just fucking letting this happen. Because this is kind of fucking crazy, right? Dude, these new Mario songs are super hot fire. Cannot tell a lie. Yeah, you can win right, brother. There's no shot they have cards that can win left, right? Maybe they do. I would be... maybe they have some degenerate shit, but, like, I think we have, like, 200 points left. That ass, huh? That ass. All right.
Are ye worthy?
That ass indeed.
Are ye worthy?
There's a way to be extra toxic in this game. Players will find it, indubitably. Pretty cool, though. I mean, I don't know. I don't mind that. Then he wants me. I don't think this person is being disrespectful, to be fair. I wasn't expecting this. You called it degenerate shit? Yeah, people like it. What do I think about Avengers? I think it's fine. I don't think this deck is good. I think the Goose is terrible. I actually liked my custom Avengers deck a lot better. I do think it's kind of just falls down to just play small good cards and then just like try and win. Seems too fair though. I feel like this is maybe the weakest of all the decks. The deck is just too fair. There's no energy cheat. You just kind of play pretty good cards. So this will probably beat some other like good decks that are just playing good cards if you play well, but like anyone who's doing like super degenerate shit with their stuff, you're gonna probably die playing Avengers. All right, let's run ads before this next one. All right, we're gonna 3 minutes ads. If you want to see ads, you can pay $6. Check to see if you have a Twitch Prime subscription available by clicking the subscribe and use the little Prime toggle. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure to follow. See you in 3 minutes. Run out of time. All right, X-Men. +1 energy for each location where you have 3 or more X-Men. If Nightcrawler, you can move this once. When this moves, it gives +1 power for each of your X-Men at the new location. Next time you get bonus energy as the turn starts, draw a card. Start your turn +2 power for if you have any bonus energy. Gains power equal to the most energy you had. This is the card that's kind of like the creme de la creme. At the top card of your deck list location, give a power equal to your unspent energy. Get +1 energy each turn for each of your X-Men here. The top card of your deck list location, give it power equal to your unspent energy. The Jubilee seems kind of doo-doo. So this is another like super energy cheat degenerate deck. You can obviously build it in a way that is like probably really digs into that aspect. I kind of like Surge. I feel like getting Professor X down early is kind of important. It's like having quite a few smaller X-Men to be able to fill lanes seems like the right move. Might even run like a Psylocke. That might be too overcooked though. Do you get access to Mystique? Don't. Because Mystique for the Team Clash Cyclops is pretty good. I think having enough cards so that by turn 3 you can pretty much always fill a lane is important. Deck is asking for Starlord Master of the Sun. I mean, you could say that about any deck with energy cheat, but I don't particularly think this one is. So if I was going to build this deck, I would add like probably 4 good small X-Men and then a couple of giant degenerate cards. $6K tokens. Brown have a better record than the Bears this season. You taking that? I'm back to not believing that you don't have 3 gambling apps installed on your phone. You've brought me back. I kind of want Infinite, but I don't think that's right. With only Jubilee Blink. All right, let's give it a swing. What about Pixie? I don't like Pixie. I wish I could give a better reason as to not adding Pixie, but I just simply don't like the card. I don't like playing that card at all. Every time I play Pixie, I get like frustrated, like angry. Which isn't fair. It's not Pixie's fault. But I would be lying if I said that that wasn't the case. No hope? I have a lot of hope for this deck, personally. The deck already does energy cheat. I don't think you have to add other energy cheat stuff. But I could be wrong. As always. This kind of pisses me off. The whole point was to be able to get Professor X early. I guess Jubilee might help. Whiffler! Don't worry, we just get energy cheat already as a joke. Fuck. Professor X is the only card that cheats by default. X-Men. You get +1 energy for each location where you have 3 or more X-Men. Gotta read, brother. Ah! My blink doesn't work. Why would I just play the blink anyway after saying out loud that it doesn't work? Shit. It's probably fine. Surge is so good, man. Not when it's the bottom card of your deck, I'm afraid. What's my favorite team so far? I like the Spider-Verse team. The Spider-Verse team you can do fucking anything with. Seemed really cool. Yeah, I don't think you need hope because it has a bunch of energy cheat stuff by default. Why are they helloing me? Maybe one of us had end of turn bug? The Whiffler. Rose Running Starhawk, I can't. But yeah, for my point, like the whole what you want to do is get 3 X-Men in a lane, play Professor X on 4, and then you're off to the races. That's the thought process for me with this deck. Okay, what the hell? All right. Yeah, so it did. Okay. I was just gonna say, what the hell, man? I was complimenting you earlier about how this doesn't happen anymore. Yeah, I don't think the hope really adds too much to it. Like I don't think like a 3/4 is that can sometimes give you a little more energy as a that good of a card in this deck. Now, if she was 2 cost, oh baby, if she was 2 cost, she'd be sick as hell. I know that's right. So my thought process is you just play a lot of small X-Men, so you can play 3 in a lane, you get to 5 energy on turn 4. Then you can either blink something into Professor X or get Professor X. And then you have infinite energy and then you win. Type shit. I would prefer not to have to blink Team Clash Cyclops if I had the option. Which I might not. Alrighty then.
Victory.
I'm gonna guess that was a DC. That matched up almost perfectly with what a DC looks like. Rose killed a Killmonger, dude. Talk about free max energy, man. Oh, shit. What the hell happened? What the hell happened there, bro? That wasn't good. That can't be what you wanted to have happen. Get fooned, I'm afraid. I was playing War Machine, I can't. I'll make him beat this. Seems hard to beat. Oh, this energy I get for next game. Yo, cheers, low high.
Victory.
I will take you up on that bet, by the way. The Bears are gonna curb stomp the Browns. They'll have 3 more wins. Write it down. But I'll take your even bet. Because I'm a gambling addict with 6 things on my phone. And I have been the whole time! You fool. Wait, I can still do it? Wait, why can't I play this? Shit. I can't get it to play without my stream deck on. Oh, I was going to do the evil laugh. I think I'm on the right track with X-Men. I feel like this seems very strong. Funny mud pie. I feel like this song kind of tilts me. Getting one cost is really good here. Over to 3? No, I'm taking the even odds that you offered. Like a fool. I'm just also making my prediction. Movement. Guaranteed Foom. Actually, that's guaranteed Foom. Which is even fucking crazier. Madame. Guaranteed Foom, B2B, draw all of your cards. Ouch. The Gauntletler. Ouch. Honestly, impressively close. Impressively close. I guess we still tied middle, so it wasn't that close, but...
Victory.
I feel like I am on the right track with X-Men. I feel like this is the way that you want to play the X-Men deck. A lot of small, decent X-Men cards. Get to Professor X early. Play giant degenerate shit. Seems very, very consistent and very fucking strong. Let's see what the most played untapped list is. Most played X-Men untapped list? Honestly, very close. It has Sunspot, Surge, Blink, Fin Fang, Foom. The difference is they don't have Galactus and Iceman. They have Cable. Cable. All right, dude. I'm convinced people just think Cable is like a really good card now, and I don't get it, but that's fine. Do you think Foom should get changed to your biggest front row card? What do you guys think about that change? Because one thing I'm noticing with this is that Foom is definitely broken, which I kind of knew already. But the fact that Foom just feels like the best card in any of these decks is kind of nutso. What if Foom said gain the power from the highest power front row in any card? But it goes back to 712. I feel like that would probably be a pretty fair way to buff it, yeah? Or nerf it. What do you guys think about that? The odds say Cable just helps them get to whatever they want to more often. Are the odds in the room with us right now? You like it? I think that would be a cool change. I think that would be a cool change. I guess Cable is an X-Men, so it makes more sense in this deck because it's just kind of like a small guard that can do stuff for you. Really wish I knew what these cards were. Thank you. I haven't made a sick kitted out Cable yet. Do I have any good Cable splits? I have like none Cable splits. This is a beta card.
Infinity.
That's actually really nice.
Mastery.
Honestly, that's a fantastic split. Run out of blue cosmics, man. I gotta hold on to these blue cosmics with everything I can. I mean, that just looks fucking awesome.
Order unlocked.
Maybe I'll start playing Cable now. What was the other card? Cable Prodigy. What the hell is Prodigy meant to do? Whatever he wants type shit. Gobbin. It does sound like what this wolf would say if it saw a goblin. Right? Like if this wolf saw a goblin, I feel like it would say gobbin. So kind of nailed that one, to be honest with you. We're gonna have so much extra energy, like a comical amount of extra energy. So this is very likely to get us an X-Men or Foom. And honestly, I wouldn't be too mad about either. But it could also give us a Prodigy that hits our Prof, which is kind of just diabolically strong. And then if we don't hit Foom, we can guarantee blinked Foom. And then we could just full float. And then we could just simply float to our little heart's content. Kind of just like floating 10. We could move this here. But there's something about floating 10 that kind of hits. Also, to be fair, the Cable did give us a pretty sick card. Get floated 10 on. Get casserole. Get a cheeky 10 float to the dome. Dude, this X-Men deck is really strong. I feel like the X-Men deck feels the strongest to me. Just on like a basal level, maybe. Free energy cheat is good, allegedly. Streets are saying this. He's a Sorcerer Supreme, chat. The thing is, he's a Sorcerer Supreme. That's the only you played. It's good. It's strong. I stole your Chavez card. Get destroyed. Get actually destroyed. Foomler. You're not an X-Men. I feel like I'm not playing right, but we'll figure it out maybe. Prodigying Cyclops is really strong, though. Let's go replace him for Foom. Probably like another 7 energy card that can win an entire lane by itself. Got one of those.
Avengers! Assemble.
Right on time, kid. Everything in my body is telling me to just full float. But there's literally 0 chance that ever wins. This probably also doesn't win, but it does sometimes. It's kind of good enough for me at the moment. Sometimes is enough. Sometimes.
Victory.
Yeah, as long as you have another card that can do this, then you can replace Foom. If not, probably not, unfortunately. Agamotto needed a good deck for it to fall off a cliff. It kind of has, right? The power of Agamotto used to be that the spells were like a whole kind of level ahead of like any other card you can put in your deck, but then now that's just not really the case. I feel like is kind of what's happened with Agamotto from my perspective. X-Men deck. I think X-Men deck was fun. I actually really like this. I'm surprised this took as long as it did. I didn't think I was going to spend like over a half hour on every single deck. But X-Men deck, I think, is my favorite. If I had to rank these, I would probably say S tier. I'll rank them in 3 tiers because there's 6 of them. I would say tier 1 would be X-Men Spider-Verse because they cheat energy for free, and that's kind of broken in Marvel Snap / any card game that's ever existed. Second tier, probably like Brotherhood, Thunderbolts, because they have like the really broken cards. Like there's just a lot of broken Thunderbolts cards, and then you can kind of just do whatever you want to make those cards still good. And then Brotherhood, it just like its way of boosting, the way it boosts a lot of your cards is really good. Gets access to Juggernaut. Has a lot of interesting, just like pretty straightforward synergy. Maybe this card should be in the bottom tier and one of the other cards should be bumped up. But to me, like Guardians and Avengers just feel too fair. The Guardians and the Avengers just feel a little too fair for my taste. So I put these in tier 3. So tier 1, I would say X-Men Spider-Verse. Tier 2, I would say Brotherhood, Thunderbolts. Tier 3, I would say Avengers. Guardians. That's just my personal perspective from playing about a half hour of each with my own personal deck and then the most common one on Untapped. I didn't really touch the pre-builts. But pretty cool overall. Pretty cool overall. I had more fun in this mode than I was expecting. I'm not going to lie. I actually really enjoyed playing it. I actually really enjoyed playing that. It's a cool mode. Where do I rank this mode compared to... Where do I rank this mode compared to other limited time modes? It's a good question. I still think Sanctum's the primo, because Sanctum's the only game that actually feels like you're not playing Marvel Snap. Grand Arena, I don't really like. High Voltage, I like because it's just like literal crack. It's like just Marvel Snap crack to its core. And then... So I'd probably rank it under High Voltage and under Sanctum. It's very close to High Voltage, and Sanctum I think is like a whole tier above the other ones, for me personally, what I like to play. I think that Sanctum is just so interesting of how it's so different than Marvel Snap, but so similar. And that's very rare that you can make a game mode like that, where it has literally all of the same rules as Marvel Snap, except the game flow is like completely different. That's very, very hard to do. But with that, I'm going to swap over to Slay the Spire. Do one run of Slay the Spire. I'm not going to do 2 runs. I'm going to do 1 run of Slay the Spire. I'm saying that out loud right now because last time I thought I was only going to do 1 run, and then I did 2 runs, and then I stayed up way too late, and I re-threw off my sleep schedule. I should probably stop doing that. I should probably stop doing that as the thing. High Voltage is Garbo? But which High Voltage? There's 2 different versions. They're like the same, basically. But I guess one man's trash is another man's treasure. I guess I just like enjoying things. For chance. I don't think any of the Lumen Time ones are garbage. I really don't like, personally... I personally really don't like Deadpool's Diner. But there's like poker players and people who really, really love it. It's just a different strokes for different folks kind of situation, in my opinion. All right, chat. If you're watching over on the YouTube channel, you're going to get popped over to the daily channel. So thank you so much for watching over on the YouTube side of things. Thank you, thank you.